Hey everyone, I'm Nat from Living Loopy, and I'm here today to tell you my lupus story. When I was 17, I was diagnosed with lupus. I had a allergic reaction to some eardrops for an ear infection that gave me the butterfly rash on my face. That actually made it easy for the doctor to detect what it was that I had. He knew what to test for right away, so he put a rush on that. Within a week, I had my diagnosis. It's not usually that easy to diagnose. Most people go so long, years, without being diagnosed. So I'm glad at least we knew right away what it was. I felt like my whole world had come crashing down when I found that out. It tore me up and I was feeling like crap. But eventually I started to feel better with the meds that they put me on, one in particular being a steroid that will later on destroy me because I've been on it for the last 11 years. I missed school, a lot of school, but I got back there. The following year, my senior year in high school, I had another really bad flare, and I did not get to go back to school. I did not graduate when I was supposed to. I ended up finishing high school through correspondence. I graduated a year later, but that's okay, better late than never. I got this co-op placement that I ended up getting hired and worked there for a couple years. I did their training and actually I ended up getting shingles by the end of it on my face, so that was not fun. The following year I went on vacation and I guess I had a little too much fun. I drank more, way more than I should have, and I came home very sick. I had pancreatitis. That had me in the hospital for about a week, but I recovered and I was back to work. After that, I didn't really have too bad of flares. The only thing was that the arthritis would affect my body. I'd have days where I couldn't get out of bed. My legs would hurt so bad I couldn't stand up on them. I couldn't move them at all. Other joints would hurt sometimes, depending on the weather and stuff. The thing with lupus is that you never know how you're going to wake up feeling. I feel like I've been in pain for the last 11 years. I don't remember what it's like not to be in pain. There's always something hurting. I'm always aching. I feel tired a lot with lupus. It's a little difficult to deal with. You get depressed too, when you feel helpless especially. In 2011, I had the scare of my life. I found out I was in mild kidney failure late September. I had retained so much water. I was big. It was all water. The doctor started me on chemo, and after 2 rounds, I was in the emergency room. I couldn't breathe. I actually had pneumonia as well. I couldn't catch my breath, and turns out my kidneys had shut down completely. I stopped breathing, and I was put on life support. They told my family that to prepare, that they did not expect that I would survive. I showed them 3.5 weeks later. I woke up and I started getting better. I had to learn how to use my muscles, my body again to do things, go to the bathroom, dress myself, bathe myself, feed myself. I was like a baby learning to do everything again, walk again, sit up again. It was really hard, but I got through it. Love and support from friends and family all around. My loopy friends on Facebook that I have. All of you have supported me so much, sending your love and support, and I thank you so much. I really think it helped me in my fight and my recovery. When I turned 25, I did a fundraiser for my birthday, and I raised $2,000 with the help of my friends and family. Unfortunately, at my party, I was feeling really terrible and ended up going to the hospital the next day and finding out that I had shingles again. Luckily, I caught it early this time, and I treated it right away, and it didn't last too long. The pain, of course, though, is pretty bad. With shingles, it affects the nerves and it is quite painful and not something I ever want to go through again. Now, this brings me to today. I'm 27. I'm going to be 28 in a week and a half, and I am about to get a total hip replacement. In December 2014, I found out that I have something called vascular necrosis. This is where my bone has died, my hip bone in particular. The blood is no longer flowing to it, so it's all cracked and I need to have a total replacement. Funny thing, I mentioned earlier about the prednisone that I've been on for 11 years, and that is in fact what has destroyed my bone and caused me to have to have this hip replacement. I was so angry when I found out, but I'm glad I'm getting this and I'll be able to move again. So, less than a week, January 25th, I'll be getting a hip replacement. So I hope you join me. I'll be taking some videos of that as well, leading up to it. So I hope you continue to watch. My YouTube channel is Living Loopy, so please subscribe and follow me and see what it's like being a loopy. Thanks.